Happy New Year, Hornets! We hope your year is off to a great start. We want to welcome you to the first episode of Hornet Nation in 2019. I'm Collin Wagner.
And I'm Livi Morgan. This week we cover how social media affects student athletes, the champion of the day for the wrestling team, and what it takes to be a varsity basketball player.
All this and more on this episode of Hornet Nation.
"94% of teens use social media, and 55% of high schoolers are involved in sports. Adair Jost connects the two.
Many students at Saline have social media, and it can have an impact on their lives. Hornet Nation spoke with Ms. Frank as she described some of the effects social media can have.
The majority of social media use is not used in that positive way. So many people use it in a way that causes more stress and anxiety that outweigh the positive effects.
Lexi Papour, a wrestler, soccer player, and volleyball player, talks about her interactions with social media.
People that I look up to, it's really helpful to see, especially other girls in wrestling. It's pretty incredible to see somebody be so successful and then how they train and trying to copy how they train.
Andrew Arbaugh, a football and baseball player, recalls some of the things he saw on social media during his most recent football season.
I'll hear about whether you did good or bad or not, you'll know from what people are saying on social media. I'd say we try not to focus on it, what people are saying about us on social media as much as we can. I mean, it's more of team-based rather than individual. So it's kind of we bond over it, when we see what people are saying about us.
Even Mr. Loveland has noticed the effect social media has on the swim team.
Sometimes when it's used to do research to find out what their times were, I think that's a good beneficial element to the technology, so if they see times from other events at other sites that they don't feel that their time was as good as, it might negatively affect the current swim meet that we're engaged in.
It definitely has the potential to have negative effects on pretty much all people, but especially teenagers.
I stay away from social media, especially during wrestling season, because it's easy to get super distracted and not do your homework or not work out more.
You got to make sure you're keeping all your social media clean and everything like that, and being smart with it.
Social media is a part of most of our lives, and whether it is a good or bad thing, be aware of how it affects your life. Signing off, I'm Adair Jost. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that deeper look into social media and athletes.
Many sports teams have strategies to improve their playing ability. Hornet Nation got a chance to talk to the wrestling team about strategies they use.
Before winter break, the wrestling team beat Waterford Kettering 39-31, Chris Tile Championship. This was a big win for the team. They've incorporated a unique strategy to inspire the team.
To make sure that our kids are trying to get better every day with themselves. Make yourself better, do what to the best of your own personal abilities. So the champion of the day is a perfect attribute to kind of bring them along to that.
This contest was started last season. Champion of the Day encourages athletes to try their hardest.
Given me and everyone else just kind of a goal to shoot for, and it's really pushes people to work hard to try to be that person. I think it's pretty cool because you know that on that day you were the person that worked the hardest and that all the coaches felt that, so it really is a great honor, and it's kind of a small thing, but it really means a lot.
Absolutely makes me want to work harder. I just want to have a big drive to just win that. I like seeing my teammates achieve that. It makes me feel like a champion. I mean, it makes our team feel like champions. If we feel like champions, we're going to be champions. It gives me a positive mindset. Go out there, work as hard as I can, and see what I can do.
Champion of the Day motivates me to be the best person I can be. It pushes me to strive to be the best wrestler in that room for day.
Put them on their face, or you're moving your feet and you're sucking them back. I'm never
Overall, athletes are encouraged to rise up and be the best they can. I'm Travis Woodman. Back to you in the studio.
It's great to see a team supporting each other and working hard on improving themselves. This effort paid off as the team completed with a small group of 10 wrestlers in Wyandotte over the break. 5 wrestlers made it to the finals, landing them in first place as a team.
Being a varsity athlete is a great accomplishment, but it also takes a large commitment to stay in optimal condition and improve throughout the season. Cole Pelton shows us how basketball players work to keep their status.
In order to play a sport and be the best at it, you have to train in many different ways. We talked to some of the basketball players and Coach Fosdick to see how you would train to be a basketball player.
I chose to play basketball this year because I love the game. I felt as if this coaching staff, especially Coach Jake, really could make me better as a basketball player. I love hanging around the guys. I think that I've played basketball with them so long, like it's just natural for me.
But how would you train to be a top basketball player?
I think in any sport, you need to train at an uncomfortable level. No one grows in their comfort zone, so you just got to push yourself extremely hard.
To play at such a high athletic level, one must be able to eat and drink right.
We expect them to be extremely competitive in everything they do. We expect them to take everything extremely seriously. So if that's taking care of your body off the court with food, sleep, treat it extremely seriously and take care of your body.
Being a top player, you will have to play big games against hard teams, but there will be ways to overcome that challenge.
I think training to be a basketball player comes down to having a love for the game and a passion that drives you to want to get in the gym, having a plan for yourself, and knowing what you need to do to get better, and then getting your body right and stronger to be better on the court.
The boys basketball team will continue to train harder and harder. Signing off, I'm Cole Pelton. Back to you in the studio.
As you can see, it takes a lot of strenuous effort to be a varsity athlete.
Also, we would like to congratulate MJ Griffin on signing on to Temple University for football on December 19th. MJ's high energy and dedication got him 25 offers from colleges. Good choice, MJ. Well, that's all for this show. Tune in next time for a special report on gymnastics, current scores, and an inside look at Ultimate Frisbee.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest show updates @Nation Hornet.
Have a fantabulous day, Hornets.